I mentioned that the Black Lives Matter has been nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. They've for the 2021 Nobel Peace Prize, they lauded the movement's fight against racial injustice. But a Nobel Peace Prize, you would think, would be given to a group who's peaceful. Seems like some of the Black Lives Matter events
I mean, the next
weren't
thing,
entirely peaceful.
The next thing you're going to want, Mr. Throwback, is only females in female sports.
Yes, that is. You're exactly right.
But look at all that peace.
That's peaceful, right? I mean, mostly peaceful. You got the guy with the flag running around. That's pretty peaceful, despite the burning building behind him. Don't worry about that. Pay no attention to the fire in the background. Now, Petter Eide, a member of Norway's parliament, brushed aside the questions of the movement's occasions of violence. Studies have shown that most of the demonstrations organized by Black Lives Matter have been peaceful, he said. So again, mostly peaceful. Sure, there have been some riots, but and by the way, they're also Marxists. Let's not forget that.
Are trained Marxists.
Yeah, there
are trained Marxists.
Trained Marxists, but that's okay. Marxists are super, super peaceful.
And a lawmaker in Norway has nominated BLM.
Right.
For the Nobel Peace Prize.
Of course, he said, of course there have been incidents, but most of them have been caused by the activities of either the police or counter-protesters. Amen to that, my friend. Thank you for noticing that. Police. What are they doing even showing up? Why do they have any funding? These so-called police officers and police departments. So that craziness is happening. Also, the Biden administration just paused a plan to vaccinate 9/11 mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and 40 other Gitmo detainees against COVID-19 because people got pissed off, if you can imagine, once they heard about this plan to vaccinate Khalid Sheikh Mohammed ahead of American citizens.
Get used to this kind of story for the next 4 years. When you hear something like this, it's always a fun exercise to think, if this were Trump doing this.
Wow, yeah. Right?
Vaccinating terrorists before Americans amplify the impact by 10,000-fold.
It would be the lead story on CNN all day, every day, for weeks.
It would rightfully be a campaign ad, and Republican hopefuls should be writing this down. This president wanted to vaccinate terrorists involved in the 9/11 terrorist attacks before you could get the vaccine.
Khalid Sheikh Mohammed is worst of the worst. You remember the photos of him, old carpetback?
I was going to say, worst guy to have to shave?
His back?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. I mean, nasty.
It was.
Completely nasty. But also, I mean, he was responsible in large part for 9/11.
This was his plan.
And now you want to protect him against COVID-19? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Now, there's probably people say, well, good, let him be the guinea pig. And there is that aspect to it as well. Yeah, maybe they were hoping he'd drop dead after the second shot. I don't know.
Oh, maybe he's one of those that was going to get the 2 million shots.
Yeah, because there were 600 million
I'm checking out on the math on this one.
Available for 300 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a lot of shots.
So that's a lot of shots.
I'm leaving that to the math pros that listen to this program to figure that one out.
It was 2 million shots, right? 2 million shots
don't ask me
per person.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah, 2 million doses before you can declare yourself immune. At that point,
that seems like too many. Okay, I'm not going to get the vaccine at that point. That's too many.
Can we round down?
I draw the line at 2. let alone 2 million.
Yeah. So if you do get the vaccine and you have a choice, you going with Pfizer, right? Not Moderna.
I think Pfizer, yeah. But I also heard of one that sounded even better than Pfizer. It was only 89% effective, but less side effects. And I can't remember what it was called. And it's still in the trial phase, but it's showing real promise. And it's from a small company in Maryland. And so maybe I'll wait for that. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning against it right now.
Yeah, and they're saying these other strains, like the South African strain. Remember, all these places we can name after where they started, other than China.
Yeah.
They're saying that it's like half effective against that strain. So all these new strains, the percentage effectiveness is going down. It's mostly effective with what we know here. Then it's the British strain, the UK strain, like 60-something, I don't know.
And that's okay because there's a lot of white people in Britain, so you can go ahead and call it the
Britain,
UK strain.
Right. UK
now, I'm not sure how that works with South Africa because there's a black majority in South Africa.
Yeah.
So why is it okay to call it the South African strain? I don't know.
I bet they had a meeting about that. They were like, should we revisit this South African strain thing? Because, I mean, this might have worked about 30 years ago.
Right, but not now.
When they were in
not
power.
Now.
But...
Right. So... Yeah, but don't call it the Chinese virus or the China flu or the Wuhan flu or any of that kind of stuff.
Who let this hater into our...
Yeah, don't do it. You can't even say the name. You have to say the C word flu, I guess. The C country flu. I don't know.
The Asian... Can you get away with the Asian strain? The Asian flu? No. So that's wrong?
That's wrong as well.
Then I'm at a loss.
And whatever you do, don't call it the Oriental flu. Don't do that.
Boy, that word lost favor,
didn't
right?
It? Didn't it?
And I don't even understand that. Like,
I don't either.
Who used that as like a cut down or something?
I've never heard of it as an epithet at all, ever. And all of a sudden now it is.
I
don't know why.
I don't
know why.
This world.
It's crazy. Also, this is not, again, another story not from the Babylon Bee, although it kind of sounds like it might be. L.A. County has banned televisions in outdoor dining spaces with the new COVID safety rules. Governor Newsom's about-face regarding the state's draconian stay-at-home orders last week threw a lot of people for a loop. While business owners were excited to have the opportunity to resume some form of normalcy, they were also angry at the lack of reasoning or explanations coming from Sacramento, which, to those not in the know, that's the state capital. That's where Governor Newsom is. Why the sudden change? None of the available data has changed. Of course, we know that this was a political move on Newsom's part. Administration insiders are whispering to the press he's finally started taking the current recall petition against him seriously.
Oh, nice.
So he's like, okay, well, you can go ahead and open up your restaurant for outdoor dining now, and it can resume on Friday.
Okay,
but you can't turn your TV on.
Oh, so this is
for the Super Bowl.
Oh wait,
we don't want anybody watching the Super Bowl at your business.
So one of those backfires for Newsom. Because he says outdoor dining. L.A. County says, yeah, but no TVs. And now I wonder if the people in L.A. are pinning the blame on him or the county. But regardless, California sucks.
Regardless.
No how you slice it.
They're all Democrats. So that's who you should take out your anger on. The Democrats, by voting them out of office, if I could make that clear. The order, which is based on no provable science. Wait. There's no science that says COVID-19 occurrences happen a lot more when there's televisions turned on? That's not science?
Now, what if I agree to wear a dozen masks while watching TV in the restaurant? Are we good? What's the number?
Yes, it's 12 over your mouth, but you also have to have 2 over your eyes.
That's right.
So you're blindfolded. And even if the TV's on, you can't see it.
You warned us last week about the eye juice situation.
Yeah, as long as no eye juice is spilling out of you, you'd be okay.
Is that like, have you seen that somewhere?
No.
Like, have you ever seen someone talking with their hands and all of a sudden their eyes
juice
just start
spills out? Oh, man. So this seems random at best, thoughtlessly malicious at worst, because they're just trying to punish these restaurants because people want to watch the Super Bowl this weekend, obviously. And if you can't turn on the TV, then they can't watch the Super Bowl, obviously. So is that just a spiteful thing against the restaurants?
I hope people realize they're just messing with you at this point.
Also, the tables must be 8 feet apart instead of 6 feet. I don't know how they came up with that because it's been 6 feet forever. Now it's 8. That's to limit the liability to seat customers. The ability, not the liability, but the ability, because if they're 8 feet apart, you got less space to use. Seating must be limited to 6 people at a time, and they all must be from the same household. Now, how are you going to know that? Are you going to card them and check their address with everybody who comes into the restaurant and sits down at a table? Come on. As Fox LA's Bill Malugan notes, this is an order probably aimed at keeping people from congregating over Super Bowl weekend. You think? Also, as Malugan notes, much like outdoor dining simply drove people to congregate more indoors and subsequently drove up COVID numbers, the moronic no TV order will likely just drive more people to host larger private viewing parties
Ta-da.
at their house. And then you're not going to be able to check on them unless you're going to send the sheriff's department over to knock on doors wherever there's cars congregated outside.
Seriously.
And
They will.
They will. Yeah. And they will in California because that's what California is all about.